Alright guys, welcome back to the final trap node Glykhan boss fight. This one is the Order of Penance, which is, it's going to be the same fight as usual, but the max charges are now 2. You can't have, usually it's 3, but it's only 2 charges, so only 2 stuns, or 2 hits into the block, or 2 strikers, or 2 specials. So we're going to start off with Storm, not a horseman, just rank 4 Storm, and again we can hit into the block twice. I think I was trying to save my parries for a stun on the special 2. So again, baiting the heavies and specials is the only way to do damage, and in phase 1 I highly suggest, if you haven't done the fight yet, focus on the timing, on this, like the spacing slash timing for the heavy and the specials. I did find the special 2 to be the easier of the 2 specials. That's just my opinion. The special 1, look out for, you feel like you have to dash back more than you really do, and when he does his like backflip, that's your cue to that you can go in, and you can see there I messed up the timing on the first one. So it is a little tricky, that special 1, I find, especially in phase 3 when you're rooted, but the special 2 much easier the whole way through, I found. And again, the main thing is going to be, can you get to 10 charges, then they'll all reset. So every time you fully evade the special, then you're going to remove one of the charges. There I had to special intercept with in order to remove the evade charge. I think I didn't, I forgot that I had only done 2, I already had 2 striker charges. So you can see here, this is where paying attention to the top right becomes kind of essential here. So I have 2 parries, 2 striker charges, and 1 hit into block. So I can always bait the heavy for an opening. That's always the case. Specials, that's fine. I messed up that wounded, I get a little bit of wounded defiance, then I accidentally parry. I throw a special to get out of it, but I was really hoping to see if I could get a really good run, because this is, I think this is the last time I'm doing this boss on either of the accounts, and this is by far was my best run. The ones that I've got here on the main account, we used a full team revive on the first one. The second one, the other trap node, we used only 1 revive, and here we're aiming for no revives. So again, an accidental extra gave him the evade charge, but a special to get rid of it, like a special intercept. So again, not the greatest fight, and again, I'm doing as well as I think I can. But the more we do it, the better I get into it, and even the longer I get into the fight, the more into the groove I get there. You can see I got clipped a little bit on that special 1, so it doesn't remove a charge, but I'm in a pretty good spot here. But I need to get to 10 if we can. The last one is intercept, which I'm missing at the moment. So I can only hit into the block like that 1 time. I cannot use a special or a striker at the moment. I need to fully evade a special here. So there we get it off like so now I'm free to use a special again. There I don't get the full evade, so I don't lose a charge. But the only thing I have available right now is to use a special, or I can intercept. There again, so my special is free, so I can go ahead and drop it. And I'm free for another one, but I missed the timing on that special 1. I'm telling you, the special 1 was not my favorite. There I accidentally hit into the block twice, and I think this is where I do an accidental striker and I finally lose it. Hulkbuster is going to go on an absolute tear though. Now Hulkbuster, I have to be careful. This is a 7-star rank 2 Hulkbuster. I cannot use a special 1 when the 2 stun charges are already, when the stun charge is already orange. I cannot use a special 1 because it's going to put a stun on the end. I have to go with special 2. So again, I need to try and get I need full evades, and that's not gonna cut it, because that's not a full evade there. I do have a special available, but I cannot use the special 1. Again, not comfortable with that special one. I miss it. I actually decided to go for some intercepts, which is kind of a smart move for me. So now I'm at 8 charges. Now I can just use a special when after here. Okay, so I get the full evade. Now I'm free to use a special. Nice. I'm free to stun. But I don't know if I picked up on that. But I'm free to stun at the moment. So there we go. We go for the special and the special one with the stun, and we reset all our charges. We get the extra prowess, and now we can just go ahead and start building up our charges again. And we're almost done with the first phase here. So again, off that kickback or that backflip, that's your cue to go in. There, I can go ahead and throw a big special one. I have the stun charges available, right? I only have 2, so I can still throw another special one if I want to. Special 2, you can evade all the way back, and you can still counter from the other side of the screen. So I see that striker charges are maxed out, special charges are maxed out. So we need full evades here, and we're into the second phase. Perfect, everything resets. Cool animation, and we're back in the fight. Now, in the second phase, again, he's only going to be able to, you won't get to 1 bar of power. He's only going to throw specials after 2 bars of power. And the only way to tell the difference between whether or not he's throwing a special 1 or a special 2 is if it's unstoppable on the right-hand side, then it's going to be a special 1. If it's unblockable on the right-hand side, it is going to be a special 2. So unblockable is going to be a special 2. Wait for that axe throw and then attack in. So that is the main thing in phase 2. So if I see purple, I'm dashing back, countering after the axe throw. And again, at the same time, I have to make sure that I'm keeping tabs on what is available for me to use. I cannot use a striker, and I cannot stun at the moment. So I can start hitting into block. And again, every full evade is going to remove a charge. So now striker is free again. I go ahead and use the striker. Right, specials available, just not striker or stun. So I can go in, one of my stun charges removes because I got the full evade, but we can go for a nice special too. So it's a lot of, I'm doing the fight, getting comfortable with my evades and counters, and I'm always looking up at the top right to see what charges are available. Again, from left to right, it is the stun charge, hitting into block with a light attack, so that you can do technically 2 hits. If you do a dash in, it's a medium light. The light will trigger it. Using a striker, doing 2 intercepts in a row, and a special. So you can see there, I did the special. I cannot throw a special again until one of those charges removes, and it gets removed there on the full evade of the special 2. You have to be able to fully evade the specials in order to get it done. Now, Hulkbuster does not benefit in terms of, like, he's not a mutant champion with prowess, but I brought him on my team for this last path, and he is doing a phenomenal job. We got the last third of the first phase done, and now we're just cruising in the second phase. So I don't have any Glykhan boss solos, but this might as well be, because we're going to get through an entire, almost 2 phases worth of health just with Hulkbuster here. And I don't think it's because Hulkbuster is anything special. I think it's just because I got into a rhythm of evading specials, keeping an eye on what charges were available, and not getting hit by his specials at all. Full evades, that's the key bit here. With 2 bars, I could go for I can't really do my usual special into block. We just have to do a regular special, which is totally fine. We got some massive damage there on the special 2. Again, we got an unblockable here, so back away, and I was slow countering that. I just didn't do it at all. And even practicing that, I got some practice there with the getting up close and personal with that special 2 and the heavy, which you're going to need for the third phase because you are going to be rooted and you're going to have to evade it right in your face. And again, the special 1, I'm getting pretty good evade counters here, but I could not do it for the life of me in this third phase. So there, Hulkbuster gets us through the rest of phase 1, it gets us through the entire phase 2, and now is going to continue to go on a tear in phase 3. Phase 3, all your punishments are at max. Like all the charges already start at 2. You can see there I mess up my heavy timing on the first one, we get it on the second one. So every time you do one of the charges, those go away. And the issue is because the intercept charge is at max, your stuns from your parries or your striker stuns are not going to trigger unless you get an intercept to remove them. So you almost have to go for the intercepts first. There I get hit by the heavy again. See that special 1? I did get the evade there. I was a slow, but they still gave it to me there. I think I thought I was slower. Even when I was doing the fight, I didn't think I was going to get it. But special 2, it's like 4 evades. Like I'm almost counting to myself 1 dash, 2, 3, 4, and it works really well. And I was able to do that over and over and over again with him right in my face, and it worked really well. So there I got rid of all the charges. Now they're all back again. So it's a lot of playing around these charges, knowing what's available, what's still active, what's going to give you, what's going to cause you trouble if you're going for, stuns or parry stuns. You can see striker opening failed there in big gray letters on the right-hand side. That's because I still have charges on the intercept one. I do trigger my healing, which is nice. A little bit of sustainability with Hulkbuster. But again, if I can get special 2s, I feel super comfortable baiting those. We get off the nice special 1, and we're trying to get back into a good rhythm here if we can. Again, special 2, perfect. Every time, special 2 was absolutely, my friend, much easier than the special 1. That's, see, 2, 3, and I can't get, it's a special 1, and I get kicked in the face. That heavy attack hits me again. I got to get back into the rhythm one more time. There we get off a couple intercepts. We remove all the charges. Nice big special 2, tons of damage there. Now all the charges are back. So we got to do the same thing again. Keep an eye on the charges, remove them as we go. See, that's a special 1, and luckily I get the full evade there. I was nervous that that was going to be a rough one. We just got a massive heavy attack there, like 216,000, or no, it was a special 1, 216,000 on the special 1 there. Special 2, great, and Hulkbuster gets us through a third of phase 1, all of phase 2, and essentially all of phase 3 down to the very end. All I had to do is wait out, bait a heavy attack here, wait out that indestructible, but I get clipped by a heavy. Have to bring in Dr. Doom here to finish it off for us. We're going to go ahead, you have to just bait a heavy in the last phase. Hit him, now he's going to be indestructible. You have to wait out that indestructible, whether it's baiting specials, baiting heavies, dancing around. You got to get through that indestructible. Doom is really good because you can get some power control here. I'm just going to go ahead, block that special 1. It doesn't matter. Bait a heavy attack, slap him in the face. That's the end of the fight. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.